Happy Monday morning, everyone, and happy start to an amazing week. And welcome to our online studio. We are Connections. We're a nonprofit community organization, and we serve and promote the health and well-being and vitality of the English-speaking population. And I'm Nat. I'm Connections Director of Communications and Outreach, and I'm thrilled to be here again today with Michèle.
I'm trying. There we go.
Sorry.
I was on mute this morning. Hello, everyone.
So, Michèle, you are over in the Pontiac area, right? You're managing the satellite office in Shawville?
Yes, I am. So right now I'm working on some caregiver projects, trying to create a support network for caregivers in the Pontiac, both in French and in English. Yeah, and we're also organizing some activities for seniors, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So if anyone is a caregiver out there in the Pontiac area, make sure to connect with Michèle and to find out what's happening. So we would really love to hear from our viewers out there. We see a few eyes watching us, so make sure to say hi. Let us know that actually tell us where you're watching from. Where are you? Are you in the Outaouais? Are you in Gatineau? Are you in the Pontiac? And just to let you know that when you do comment, it will take a few minutes for those to pop up and for us to see them. But please make sure to say hi. We really want to see you. We have no clue who's out there. We just know there's eyes on us.
Yes, and if you comment, that means your name gets in the draw for our contest. So you're going to want to put something out there, even just a hi or a little emoji wave.
And not only are we giving away the Atlas of the Heart, Brene Brown, her new book, but we're also giving away new t-shirts too. I love Connections. I don't know if anyone can see them. So make sure to comment, say hi, take part in our true and false. And today we're doing a true and false about caregiving. So I think that'll be really fun. Who should start, Michèle, me or you?
It's fine. I can start. I'll do it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so true or false? 3/4 of patient care is provided by caregivers. So this would make caregivers a super important part of our healthcare system, really, if they're providing 3/4 of patient care, which is, I guess, do I give the answer, or are you trying?
I'm going to see if anyone is up to answer true or false. I see that Danielle has said good morning. And it takes a bit for the answer.
Yeah, I was like, do I give away right away? Do we wait for the comments to come in?
Oh, maybe we should just go for it. Go ahead, Michèle. Oh, Danielle said true.
It's true. Yeah.
I wonder if that number, like 3/4, is even higher, because I think a lot of people don't realize that they're caregivers, right? So they wouldn't.
Yeah, or is it higher in these times too with COVID, and how hard it is to access care? I'd put money on it being higher.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, my turn. She's my spouse. Of course I take care of her. That doesn't make me a caregiver. True or false?
We'll wait for Danielle to answer.
Yeah, I think people watching, I think you're a little shy to say hi or to answer. So if you're a spouse and if you're taking care of your spouse, does that mean you're not a caregiver? So true and false. Doesn't make you a caregiver. Poor Danielle, she's really on the spot. Well, I'll answer this one. So I'll say it's false. If you are taking care of your spouse, and there it is, and they are ill, there we go, you are a caregiver. If you take care of anyone, a loved one, anyone, friends, family, you're definitely a caregiver.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my turn. True or false? I only provide care for 2 hours a week. I'm not a caregiver. So true or false? If you're only providing a few hours of care a week, does that still make you a caregiver? True or false? We need like a little like game show music.
Oh, we should do that next time. I wonder if we should give the answer unless someone's typed it in.
It's a little hard with the delay, right?
It is, yeah.
As soon as we give the answer, we'll get Danielle's at the same time. So yeah, if you provide, if you're providing only 2 hours a week, that still makes you a caregiver for sure. So,
and I think a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, so that one was false. I only provide care 2 hours a week. I'm not a caregiver would be false. So if you are providing any kind of care, you're still a caregiver. If it has an impact on your life, like if it's causing stress or worry, whatever, then for sure you can tap into our resources.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. My loved one lives in a residence. I just drop in from time to time to chat. So I'm not a caregiver.
Right. I can see how somebody would think that because they would see the caregivers as being the nurses and the people in the care facility.
Mm-hmm. So this one is definitely false. If you drop in, even if your loved one is in residence and they're being taken care of primarily by nurses or by those in residence, you're still a caregiver. If you're calling them, if you're dropping in, so that one is definitely false.
Yes, because part of caregiving is that the psychological support, right? Like the emotional support that people get from, just a nice chat with somebody.
Yeah, and you're giving your time and your energy as well. And that's why it's so important to see yourself as a caregiver, because if you need support, right, to kind of get you through these difficult moments as well, it's important to get that support and help.
Absolutely. Okay, so my last one. True or false? Women are more likely to be caregivers. So are women more likely to be caregivers? I'll just go ahead with the answer instead of waiting. But I was actually a little surprised by this one. It's false. So men are just as likely to be caregivers as women, although the roles are often still gendered, as in more women will do the cooking and cleaning part of caregiving, and men will do some of like household chores and maintenance and that kind of thing. But it's still pretty equally spread out between genders. So that's really interesting, because we often would think that women would be stepping into that role more often, and maybe those are the ones we see more often coming forward as caregivers. But there are a lot of men out there who need support as well.
Definitely. And I wonder as well if men who are caregiving, maybe they're just not the type that would come up and ask for support for themselves as well, right? They don't see themselves as caregivers as much.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And totally. So if you're out there providing care, then like any gender, come see us.
Sure. Yeah. All right, my turn. As a parent, it's my responsibility to care for my child and to bring him or her to his therapy appointments. That makes me a caregiver. And that is true. Oh, we see Cheryl, who is saying hello. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
So it is definitely true that if you're a parent and you're bringing your child to his or her therapy appointments, you are a caregiver. Even parents are caregivers. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat here.
I'm putting Cheryl's name into the tick.
Oh, that's great, Cheryl. Look, we've got a book that we're giving away and a t-shirt.
So yay, we got one name in the contest hat, the contest toque.
If there's anyone else who wants to get in the game, make sure to say hi, hello, anything, and we will enter you in the draw. Carol is saying cool. I'll just pop that up.
It's a very cool prize.
Yes. It is a very cool one. Did you start reading your book, Michèle?
I did.
Did you? I did as well.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm in the, which part am I in right now? I'm in the, oh my gosh, confusion, curiosity, and interest. That's the section I'm on right now. So it's actually a really good book. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm still the first bit. My partner and I are trying to read it together.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
So it makes it a little harder to get to it since we have to both be there. But I think it's a great book for people, like couples, because it's all about navigating emotions and understanding our emotions and being able to communicate them with the right vocabulary. So.
Exactly. And if you're not able to really pinpoint how you're feeling, then you're not really able to work those feelings out, right? So yeah, it's a really great read. I'm really enjoying it. The introduction is very long too, so there's quite a bit to go through, and she has her own like life experiences and whatnot. So it's actually a really great book. I'm really enjoying it. And I think it's a really great book for caregivers as well, right? Because they're feeling so many emotions as they're caring for others. And it's important to kind of really pinpoint those feelings so that they can work through them and whatnot. And actually, Michèle, that's what you're doing as part of some of your events, right? Like your caregiver chats and whatnot are all about, self-care, as well as kind of pinpointing all of those different emotions that can kind of be. What do you have that's upcoming, actually? Your first one's February 10th, I think.
Yes. So, well, actually, February 3rd for those who are French speaking or bilingual. So we have one coming up on February 3rd, and we'll have Lakshmi Sundaran, who is a therapist, counselor, come and join us to work through prendre soin de soi pour les proches aidants, so self-care for caregivers. And then we'll have that same workshop repeated in English on the 17th of February. So in that one, in the evening, those ones are by Zoom, of course, because we're kind of stuck with that for a little while longer. And then February 10th, we have one coming up by Zoom too, which we'll be looking about how to provide personal care. So providing personal care to somebody can be maybe awkward depending on your relationship with them. There can be some embarrassment there, or they might have a hard time with accepting care because it's not something they're used to. So we're going to go through all the emotions and things that can come up with that, as well as provide some really concrete tips and tricks and ways to do things like lift transfers, to save your back.
Yeah. Really fun. Oh, and you also have an art workshop as well that's around the corner.
Yes, so an art workshop for seniors. So if you're a senior and a caregiver, 2 in 1. come on down to no, it was supposed to be in person, this art workshop, and I hope to actually provide it in person at some point whenever we can. But for now, we're going to do it online virtually. So it's starting on January 26th. So,
and you're an artist as well. You actually are a visual artist, so you'll be like giving your own tips and tricks and showing your own artwork as well, which is amazing.
Yeah. We're going to do the art of visual storytelling. So we're going to talk about narrative, visual arts, basically, and how we can tell stories through our art using text and pictures, or just pictures, and all sorts of different mediums. So, and this is good for beginners as well as for those who have a little bit more experience. It doesn't matter what your experience level is. So, and you don't need a lot of material either. You're good if you have a pencil and some paper. You're all set to join.
That sounds awesome. Totally awesome. I think people are really going to enjoy that one because they can kind of be creative in whatever way is unique to them, right? So,
right. I'll be showing lots of strategies for like just how like different effects or different techniques that you can use to tell your story visually, basically. So
yeah.
it's gonna be lots of fun.
So don't forget, if you want to register, make sure to check out our website. And of course, all of our activities are free. So it's centerconnections.org. And if there's any parents or family caregivers, school staff, professionals out there who work with children who are 17 and under, we also have 2 upcoming webinars. So the first one is January 25th, and it's about supporting your grieving child and youth. And this one, really excited, we're going to be bringing back Joanne Doucette. We've had her join us several times over the years. So Joanne Doucette is a social worker. She used to work for CAFCO. And now I'm not quite sure. I think she's under her own private she's her own private like support and whatnot. For another event that's happening, and this one's on ADHD and youth, and this will be happening February 3rd. And this is basically to go through some of the tips, tricks, and tools to help support your child, whether they've just been diagnosed, whether you're looking into getting them diagnosed, or if they've been diagnosed for years. So make sure, again, to check out our website. These webinars are free as well.
Cheryl, I think, has a question on connections also. All of the events are on the web page.
Yeah, everything is on our website, and you can register. It's really easy to register, and you also get confirmation, and you get even email reminders. If you have any questions, actually, why don't we add that in? If you have any questions, you can also contact us by email. I'm going to do that right now. And there's our email, or you can call us. There we go. That should pop up any second now. There you go. There's our email. There's our phone number. And if you have any questions around health and social services within your community, we are also the people to call. So make sure to give us a call. Make sure to check out our website. There we go. So Cheryl has found it. Awesome, Cheryl. All right, Michelle, so who's our winner for
the suspense. All right, our winner is Cheryl.
Yay! So Cheryl, we'll have to get in contact with you. You get a copy of Brene Brown's Atlas of the Heart, as well as a I Love Connections t-shirt. So congratulations.
Congrats. They're very comfy t-shirts.
They are very comfortable. Yeah, they're really nice ones. And I think the ones that we're giving out are gray. Is that right, Michelle?
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cute.
Nice and neutral. We'll go with anything. Thank you for joining us, Cheryl, and
Thank you so much.
Participating in the chat.
Well, I guess that's it for us, Michelle. So we hope everyone has a lovely week, and we'll be back next week again, Monday at 9. We're actually going to be welcoming or talking about some of our volunteer students that will be joining us. So we actually have some medical students coming on to do some live activities for both our 55 plus community, as well as for parents, families, and whatnot. So really excited about that. So I guess that's it. Thanks so much, Michelle. This is so much fun. And I guess we'll see each other next week on Monday at 9.
Bye. See you all next week.
Everyone, thanks so much for joining.